Hi, in this video, I'm going to be talking about why it is so important to express ourselves, why it's so important to share what we're experiencing, why it's so important to communicate our journey, why it's important to just share what we're feeling, what we're going through, and how blue crystals can help us activate our throat chakras so we can let it all out through whichever channel is possible, and so that we can share and bring forward all these yummy goodies of knowledge and wisdom and rememberings that we are discovering or rediscovering for ourselves. You know, there's a lot to say about holding things in, and there's a lot more to say about releasing what we have inside us. It's almost like a lot of things are happening. There's a lot of energy that's coming in. There's a lot of information, a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot of resources, a lot of ideas that are coming in that maybe in the past few years, many of us were not aware of. So we're just absorbing a lot of things and absorbing and absorbing. And because all this information is coming, there's really an expansion that's occurring in our lives. The knowledge that is coming in on an energetic level that we are receiving is causing an expansion within us. And I was just thinking the other day, you know what? When we are eating, the more we eat, right? As we eat, there has to be an outlet. You eat, you assimilate, you integrate, and then, there has to be an outlet. If there's no outlet after you have eaten, you get either bloated or constipated. And that is no, no, no. You want everything to be flowing smoothly, as it comes in and it goes out smoothly. That's the kind of process that we want. Same thing with energy, and same thing why I feel that it is so important to express ourselves so that you're not energetically bloated. The more you receive information, the more you receive knowledge and wisdom and resources and rememberings, the more there needs to be an outlet for you to express yourself. So that it's the natural principle of you receive and you give. If you receive and you don't give, there's a blockage. If you give and you don't receive, there's an energetic blockage. So the process has to be a smooth one of incoming, outgoing energy, either on a physical level or an emotional level, or even just through the process of creativity or energy work or whatever it is we're doing. When you're going to work, you work and then you expect something back. This is just how life is. So basically, there has to be an avenue of expression. It is so important. And also, when you really think about it, a lot of people are in isolation, and it's just because we might be holding back, or some of us might be holding back. So it's time to, as we freely give, we have to share with others so that other people might remember that they're really not alone. And because of your sharing, because of one person's conversation, there's a lot of people, or maybe just one person who knows, that might really get that spark that really ignites their lives and helps them forward in their journey. This is a time when a lot of people are awakening. A lot of new things are happening to a lot of people, and there's so much that cannot even be explained unless someone shares what they're experiencing through whichever channel. So in this video, I just want to encourage us all at least to get the boldness and the confidence to use our blue crystals to help us express ourselves. The blue crystal governs the throat chakra, and the throat chakra is all about speech, expressing our creativity. It's all about truth. It's all about authenticity. And this is what we are all about at this time. Whatever is happening to us is bringing us to a place of truth and a place of authenticity. And it's calling for us to express that our creativity, all the things that are born inside our sacral chakras, need a way to be expressed outwardly. The throat chakra governs our sounds, the different kinds of sounds we make. And the different kinds of sounds we make are unique to each and every individual. So there's a lot of channels for self-expression. Whether you're dancing or painting or writing or communicating via blogs or orally, or expressing yourself artistically in any way that helps you actualize. It is so important. Whatever it is that you're remembering, however it is that you want to express yourself, you might not have the language or the gift of gab, but you can put it in some kind of abstract way, in a way that it communicates the message of what you're feeling inside, so that you're really, really shining your light in the world, and you're not constipated, you're not bloated, you're not holding on to a lot of energy. Because the way a lot of people are remembering is through sounds. Sometimes it's through sounds. You hear sounds, you hear songs, and it triggers something inside you. It's through light that comes through something. Suddenly, you were asleep, and then the light came on, and boom. It's through words. It's through different kinds of energy fields. It's through painting. You look at art, and suddenly, oh my gosh, things just make sense. So it's so important that we really, really, at this particular time, contribute to and start participating in the process of helping ourselves grow. Because as we express ourselves, we grow, and help others grow as well, because they connect with us, and it's just something beautiful from that point forward. And again, I was thinking just the other day that blue crystals, when you think about it, blue, for those people who work with archangelic energies, Archangel Michael really is the angel of blue, the warrior of peace and truth. And his energy is usually portrayed or comes across as the blue, under the blue ray. And most of this, because Archangel represents peace and truth. And I was thinking the throat chakra is about authenticity and truth. So when you're working with blue crystals, you're really, really working with the support and of the archangelic energy of Archangel Michael to bring peace and truth. When you're not in your truth, which is governed by the throat chakra, you're not at peace. When you're not authentic, which is governed by the throat chakra, you're not at peace. So working with blue crystals is also supported, can also be a way that you can tap into the archangelic energies of Michael to help you bring peace to your life. Because when you're bringing peace to your life and truth to your life, you're really operating from the throat chakra. Another thing is that when you look at most of these blue crystals, they really do have the energy of the Divine Mother. For those people who know who the Divine Mother is Mother Mary. And usually she has this cloak of blue, like most of the way she appears, or how she's represented, is usually she wears a blue cloak of blue, which is always very comforting and very nurturing. And it's also the color of the higher realms, usually represented. When you look at the skies, they're usually that blue, comforting color. So when you're working with crystals that are blue, you're bringing comfort to yourself, because you're being in your truth. When you're not in your truth and you're not authentic, you're not comfortable. So the energies of the Divine Mothers also supports the energies of the throat chakra. Whichever way you see it, the energies of Archangel Michael bring peace and truth, very supportive of the throat chakra. If you're not being truthful and authentic, you're not at peace and you're not in truth. The comforting energies of the Divine Mother are blue. So you comfort yourself by being in your truth, and you comfort others by communicating your truth. Because when your truth goes out there, you're expressing yourself out there, what you're experiencing might provide comfort to someone else. Might be very nurturing, just like the blue energy of the Divine Mother. It might nurture you, and it might also nurture someone. So you have a lot of support communicating and expressing yourself when you're working with blue stones. You can call upon the angels, you can call upon the Divine Mother. And then also most of the blue crystals really have the energies of Lemuria, and are really representative of the water energies. And the water energies are really those energies that deal with our emotions. So when you're really, really, really using the blue crystals, you can bring out those emotions out and communicate them through whichever channel you choose, and that makes you comfortable. So that, there's a process of incoming and outgoing. Remember, we don't want to be bloated, we don't want to be constipated, and we are all here to really shine our lights. So just what I'm saying really is we should really find the confidence, knowing that we're supported, you know, we are supported at this particular time by the blue crystals and any kind of energy, good, loving, high vibe energy, high frequency energy of light and love via Archangel Michael and the Divine Mother, and even the energies of Lemuria and the past, and every good thing that is here to bring out our light. So it's all about getting confidence, coming back into alignment, expressing ourselves, listening, because the throat chakra governs the ability to listen to our inner selves and listen to others. And others are calling, oh, it's your time. It's your time to say something. It's your time to speak. It's your time to say something so that other people can really connect with you. So we don't have to be isolated. It's time for us to all share our experiences and share what we're going through with others with boldness and confidence. And oh, before I go, I'll say that this blue crystal is one of my really favorites. This is a blue chalcedony. It's very beautiful. And so this crystal can really support you in the journey. I'm wearing a blue Angelite, and this is an aquamarine blue crystal. And this is my favorite, I can't even remember the name of this crystal. Oh, maybe I'll remember it later. Yeah, so this is one of my favorite crystals. And then there's the blue Celestite that you can use. Then I have a blue Calcite that you can use to help support you in this process. Then there's a blue Quartz crystal. Look at this one, it's really pretty. And then you can use Lapis lazuli, that's a blue crystal. You can use Angelite, blue crystal. You can use Sodalite, blue crystal. You know, you can use Chalecdony, blue crystal. And you can use blue Lace Agate, it's also another blue crystal. And also you can use, to help you express yourself, you can use Labradorite, a Labradorite crystal that, you know, or any crystal that flashes blue to help you express yourself and communicate. Really, this is the time to really let it all out and to just bear yourself and just be bold and be confident and just do what you're here to do at this particular time. It's just a beautiful time. And why not share? Why not give? Why not express yourself? It's all about receiving and giving. It's just the channel of growth and expansion. Let me know how you're expressing yourself. And, you know, it's just a beautiful time. You know, open our hearts and share and give. It's just such a wonderful, wonderful experience. And don't be held back by anything or anyone, because you are the only person who can do what you're here to do in your own unique way. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.